The weather looking like it's going to rain again. Would it rain? I don't know. Let's see what eventually happens today. All right, 6th August 2021 is the date, and we move on to the headlines from the papers at this time. My name is Enoh, Ogbevire. The reason why the Punch newspaper captures the BOT meeting yesterday says relief for secondus as PDP BOT tackles Wike, rejects interim ESCO. Angry Osun residents storm police station as banks robbers kill constabulary. Supreme Court judgment, ABC governors throw away behind Buni-led committee. Situation getting worse, lack of food, fueling insecurity, Sultan. At last, Lionel Messi leaves Barcelona. Hush puppy. Police panel should seize Chiari's phones for thorough scrutiny. Huriwa speaking there. DPR to track 33,000 filling stations over smuggling. SON arrests 10 fake product manufacturers in 9 months. NIN enrollment, Nigeria, Korea sign $13 million e-government project deal. And we have this one from The Guardian this morning. Okay, we get to it now. Let's see the first headline from The Guardian. CBN refunds 82 billion naira. Okay, refunds Nigerians 82 billion naira. Is it failed bank transactions? Hold on. Okay, I'll get to it eventually. Third wave hits harder as 35 Ogun core members test positive, 18 in Niger. Talking about COVID-19. Crisis lingers as PDP BOT fails to reach consensus. Nigeria's medal chase ends as Enekwechi women relay team crash in Tokyo. Robbers raid Osun banks, kill 2. CBN refunds Nigerians 82 billion naira for failed bank transactions. IPOB berates security agencies over Enugu killings, vows to fight back. FG pledges special courts for gender-based violence. Don't destabilize Nigeria, embrace dialogue. FG tells striking doctors. The doctor said, well, you're not listening, you're not playing your part as well, so too can play. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0009 are the numbers to call. On Facebook, we're live at Nigeria Info PH. Also on WhatsApp, 08090306416, on Instagram as well at Nigeria Info PH. So we get to it. We get to it right now. Samuel is calling from Rumukalabo. First call. Good morning, Samuel.
Yeah, good morning. I want to say that the federal government telling the doctors to go back to work. Are they agree for the allowances the doctor went for the strike? Have they agree for their demand? Telling them to go back to work is like you are pushing them to just go and do the work without no settling them, without no signing for the time for their what they agree for, what they went for the strike. Because we are seeing that the doctors, they are suffering, they are doing everything humanly possible to make sure that the people live. But you are not doing their demand, you are not signing for their demand. Well, look at the allowances for the COVID-19, it didn't pay them.
Thank you, Samuel. We go to Marshall. He says, federal government asks striking doctors to resume work. Why can't the federal government meet the doctors' demands once and for all? To avoid all this and bars and strikes all the time. Chibu Johnson says High Court in Port Harcourt rules that Rivers APC should maintain status quo over the Congress. What Congress is? Rivers APC is at it again. I advise them to tread with caution this time around. Ezekiel Isaiah. The federal government should meet the demand of the striking doctors than ordering them to suspend their strike. We must learn to value what we have. So what Ehani Ray is saying, that's the Minister of Health, that the issues are with the state governors and not the federal government. I strongly recommend that all states and the federal government borrow a leaf from Lagos state government to slash the salaries of their past governors and serving political office holders to better the lives of the masses and make their offices service-based. Owukio from Ido Amnesty International accused federal government of excessive use of brute force in Southeast. The report isn't far from the truth, says Ahmadi David. The issue of ethnic-based self-determination across the country should be handled through the instruments of constitutionality, such as referendum or true federalism, and not forceful suppression. Israel, Enoh, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yes, the crisis in PDP. For me, I would say it's uncalled for because the interest of one person cannot override the law of the party. So I will urge the PDP to go back to the drawing board, because I always support opposition. I like opposition in a country, because without opposition, it's easy to run one party system. So PDP should set their house in order and then play their opposition that they are playing.
All right, thank you, Israel. 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, 0817-923-0009. Good morning, we're Nigerian folk. Put off the radio, and let's talk. What should I do? Are you there? On WhatsApp, where are we? Resignation of 7 PDP national executives is Governor Wike's handwork. He must have plotted such resignation to prove Secondus incompetent and as well remove him instead of Governor Wike to focus on issues bothering Rivers people. His major concern is 2023. God forbid Wike create employment, pay gratuities and students' bursary. Jokiel sent that in. Hector says if it were to be another state governor, he would have been suspended. But because he's governor of Rivers State, they're treating him with caution, not because he's weak, but because no party wants to lose states like Rivers. He's not powerful because he's weak, but it is the state he's governing that makes him powerful. No person that has governed the state that didn't make news. Okay, Lionel Messi is not bad market. I believe he is fit to make impact in any team he signs for. I support his leaving Barca for a new team. Justice already sent that in. Lawrence from a court in Port Harcourt stopping all fresh application against APC Congress held in Rivers State is a good one. We move. Pastor Vincent, the test for first-class graduates is a good one. Many first-class graduates are either bought with money or manipulated. If you have first class, you can prove it any day and any time. I applaud the University Authority. But it really begs the question, how a university will conduct exams. And for those who may not know, you don't get the first-class status in final year. Usually it's a build-up, year 1, year 2, year 3, then the final year. For some schools, it's 25% across the 4 years. For some, it's 5, 15, 25, 45. I think anybody needs to operate that method. But what it is that eventually, we'll see what you come up with. So are they saying that it's been 40 from 100 level? And if it is, can we start to imagine how many people will be indicted? Who set the papers? Who marked the papers? Who graded them? Who authorized it? My, oh my, unbelievable. 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 Friday's in Mile 4. Good morning, Friday.
Yeah. Hello, good morning. First-class students of University of Education of Monomini asked to write a text in order to prove that they merited their result. Hello, this is unheard of.
Now you've
I'm
heard
purely an academic skeptic. How can you use the 45-minute test to get the student who spent 4 years learning? What happens to the test and semester exam? This is quite shameful. For Lionel living Barcelona, oh God, what a dramatic end of an era. The king has left his throne because of economic and financial obstacles in Barcelona FC. My heart bleeds.
All right.
21 years of fruitfulness. I will support you whatever you do.
Thank you, Friday. The king does not leave his crown. The king moves with the throne. Cookie Gam is Rumo Lumini. Good morning, Cookie Gam. Let's hear you.
Hello, good morning. High Court papers listed at the APC matter yesterday. My problem this morning is that the way Riverside High Court used to jump into APC matter become my problem. I don't know, every time, other matter, if you fall into the High Court, it takes weeks and days it will not come out. Last Friday, when Owoke was accusing AP Mazda that he got them in court by 4 p.m. on that Friday. But they are going to pass. And my problem this morning, this matter has gone to appeal court. But I know before now, appeal court also threw this matter because Supreme Court said that party matter is supreme. The party is supreme. That nobody should take a party matter to court. But every day, everyone starts going to court, River State, give them injunction. So I know very soon, AP is got to the appeal court will keep the away. And let them go through and do their congress.
All right, well, let's see what the court rules. But then again, if you take a matter to court and it's under the jurisdiction to hear it, they would hear it. And the court has said status quo maintained because the matter is now at the appeal court. So the Ignatius State University response to that test that took place yesterday, once we have that information, we'll pass it across to you. I also hear that something is happening at the University of Port Harcourt. I'll share that with you in a bit. Good news, and good morning.
Well, good morning, my sister woman. I want to talk about the Nigerian universities. What an attack on education sector in universities. That students will pass through for 4 or 5 years, get their grades according to step by step. And a medical student, for example, will now set an aptitude test of engineering or computer. What an attack on education in universities is very, very unfortunate. And for the PDP chairman and PDP build yesterday, Governor Wike, I think we should support the university right now. I stand with Tuja Secondus. What it's doing is performing very well. Imagine what APC have affected. Government has jumped on to APC, senators, APC, APC. He's a very good chairman. I stand with him. Good news from Port Harcourt.
All right, thank you. Good news. So the University of Port Harcourt, we got a document from them yesterday saying that the attention of the management has been drawn to an online story with the caption, Uniport lecturer B-Teen tells Senate he was kidnapped. And they are saying that it was that a case of assault was reported by the lecturer in the Department of Foreign Languages and Literature against a female student in the same department. The university is saying it has received the complaint and is investigating, and the findings will be made public. It says it's not true that the case was reported to the Senate, as the online blog insinuated in its report. It's also saying that the school will not support any act of sexual harassment because there's a policy document that's already in circulation among those in the university, both staff and students. Okay? Wow. We must go to school, but not today. Sadly, not today. Today we'll go to the farm. The Agri Commissioner should join me at 8 o'clock. Confidence has left the building. Our Kanto is in Bori. Good morning.
Good morning, my distinguished sister Enoh. Yes, let me talk about the fracas in PDP. You see, the excellency the governor of River State, Wike, has said it earlier before I was content to say it, that the problem of PDP is just like in malaria, where they can use what they call paracetamol to cure it. So again, I know that in the coming days, the issue that rocking a PDP will be resolved. And finally, the issue of Ignatius State Universal Education. I want to support, because I've been in a school environment. Do you know that class representatives are the people who are taking distinction and first class and the best rate in any of the school? So let us investigate what is examination for them for basic reasoning. Why would they answer it? For crying loud. So I am supporting the Ignatius University. Something must start from somewhere. Something must start, and Professor Mekiru is doing well in Ignatius University of Education. There should be a test to all the institutions in Nigeria. I rest my case.
But if that's happening, why haven't the student community come out to talk about it? How is it that a class rep, as you claim, will be getting high scores, and I'm a bright student, and I believe I deserve to have straight A's, for example? Why has no one said anything about it all this time? But we move to WhatsApp at this time. Message moved from FC Barca. Wow, it will be fun seeing him in another jersey. Lagos slashes pension of ex-governors, a step in the right direction. Michael. PDP has never had any chairman that has served the party meritoriously since 1999. I'm sure PDP will put their house in order before 2023. Nigerians are looking up to PDP come 2023 because the APC government has disappointed Nigerians since they assumed office. We're not making progress under the watch of APC. Thank God send that in. Lorenzo, Federal government asking striking doctors to resume work since their major demands are state issues is not ideal. They should help in meeting their demands. Ignatius University, they are automatically telling us that the school and the lecturers have failed. It's too bad. They should conduct the same tests to second class and third class students too. eBay is sending that from Dumaya. Ajuru, still on the matter, they've exposed the level of their incompetence to the public. It's so shameful and unfortunate. America Monday sent that in. I totally support Lionel Messi. Anywhere he goes, I will support him. Obina sent that in. Balaxi, federal government asks doctors not to destabilize the health sector. It's unfortunate that the current Buhari-led administration doesn't care about the welfare of health workers, hence incessant strikes. Anyway, it's not surprising considering the president doesn't even patronize the Nigerian health sector. It's quick to travel to London, even for treatment of the slightest headache. Well, you don't know that, Balaxi. Victor Marcus, among those, but the money's an old man now. Routine checkup. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, we got here because we started travel tourism, right? That's health tourism. You're going to a hospital somewhere. Haven't you asked yourself, what is wrong with our hospitals here? Can't we fix them? Anyway, among those against the leadership of Prince Uche Secondus in the PDP, I want to assure those who are in support that if he's not urgently relieved of his duty, then the PDP should from now concede defeat to APC in the upcoming general elections of 2023. Wike is busy fighting Secondus, Rivers man in Abuja, while cultists are busy looting businesses in River State at Uguna Bali. Indeed, there was a state. Obina, I was around that area yesterday. The shops were closed. I saw what looks like tires that were burned from the day before. Sad one. Sandra the Psalmist, I think the aptitude tests set by the university is not necessary. It's an embarrassment to the credibility of the institution because students did not set exams and grade themselves. Please, where was Amnesty International when police stations were burnt, officers were killed? It's high time we stop taking Amnesty International serious. Jen sent that in. Benjamin, students of Enoh University recently awarded first-class honors, made to write a qualifying test to prove they merit their first-class status. To me, I don't think the test is called for because before they were finally graded, the results had been screened and checked by the Senate committee in charge. So the 45-minute test can't prove or disprove their grades they achieved within 4 to 5 years. Isaac, Messi leaves Barca. We've heard that before. He just needed more money, that's all. A test after 4 years. This is Nigeria. ABC and PDP should go and rest, please. We're tired of both parties. They have no plan for the country. We are back to you. Good morning.
Good morning, Madam Enoh. My name is David West, and I'm calling you from Enoh. Let me start with the case of Prince Uche Secondus, the national chairman of the People's Democratic Party. This morning, I would like to describe this case as that of a man that stepped on a rusty nail, and at the end of the day, the wound was infected with tetanus, so he needs a very strong antibiotics. As long as Governor Nyesom Wike lives, in my humble opinion, I think not until Uche Secondus goes down, he will not rest. Then very quickly, on the issue of the doctor strike, I think the health issue is on the concurrent list in the Constitution. So if it is on the concurrent list, what are the state governors doing? My regards to Ifemi Andrew. Good morning.
Good morning. We've got Uche Ken from Uche. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. Let me look at the crisis rocking both PDP and APC. I believe it is becoming operation leave the rat, stop chasing after the rat and off the fire in your own building, which PDP has set up a fantastic committee to look into their own crisis. I believe there is no point of the opposition praising Uche Secondus. When opposition begin to praise you, my dear, you are a suspect in the cupboard. Now, finally, first-class students of Ajuru ask to rewrite their final exam to prove they made their result. I am not in support. You remember what happened one certain time, ambassadorial nominees. They were asked to recite ordinary national anthem. All of them said. My question this morning is, who initiated this idea? Is it along with the education constitution? Is it the Senate or is it the VC? I am not in support of it at all.
Right.
It is only in Nigeria we question success. We don't question failure. If you ask these people to rewrite, what happened to those who have lower grades? Everybody should rewrite.
All right, thank you, Chicken. Okay, is in Job. Okay, good morning.
Good morning. I want to talk about Amnesty International telling us how many people they kill in Southeast. My sister, that is a true story. But I don't know how long it will take for them to kill many people in Israel. Let them come to the aid of those people. Freedom fighting is a self-determination, and it must be done in many countries. So let them come and conduct a referendum. Those who will not leave until freedom is achieved. That is my own take. Thank you.
Thank you, okay, for calling. On Facebook, we have, who's there? Roundface, I appeal to PDP to look for vast solutions to their ambiguous problems, put their house in order, because this is a dying minute, which is not good to bring in fracas within themselves, because the house divided against itself cannot stand. Atra Amadu, what Ignatius Adu University is doing by subjecting its graduating first-class students to qualifying tests before issuing them their degrees is a public exposure of their inefficiency. The university is indirectly doubting the quality of lecturers and examinations, as well as the integrity of its lecturers. What that means is that employers should not trust their certificates. Okay, we have this one from Skillful Peru, killing in Enugu. IPOP said they will fight back. I think I agree with them. You know, Messi will not continue with Barca after 21 years. End of an era. For me, it's a welcome development. Let him build a team. Let's build a team without him. CBN refunds money to Nigerians. My question is, will the bank return it to the real owners? The University of Ajuru College of Education has exposed the level of their incompetence to the public. So shameful and unfortunate. Melka sent that in. Where are we? We're on Facebook. One I will consider is asking, but then who invited Governor Wike to a BOT meeting in Abuja? Busybody everywhere. Now, wow, he brought secondus and now the man is not doing his bidding. He wants to remove him. Please, you should take it easy. This is Facebook. Cletus Virgo. And with secondus, PDP may likely lose the forthcoming election. He is not a political mathematician, doesn't look around the clock. Under his watch, PDP has suffered the worst defection ever. We go back to WhatsApp at this time. Jolie, constabulary officer killed. Imagine who hasn't been paid since after recruitment. What has been the benefit of the disease till death? Nothing interests Nigerian leaders concerned the poor except they suffer and die. Governor Wike violates the rule of the BOT, is lawless to a leader who wants others to emulate him. Where was the management of Ignatius Adu University? Where the management of Ignatius Adu University don't trust their own grade, who will trust the graduates? I think they're washing their dirty linens outside. The action of this aptitude test is disgraceful. They should retrace their steps, allow first-class students to graduate. Gift Interim says it's just Nemesis catching up with APC to had hoodwinked Nigerians into believing they will fix the rot in the system. They succeeded in getting this power. Relate on their promises, they scammed us. To be frank, APC is worse than hush puppy. Rachel from Lelewan, Ignatius Adu University of Education conducting qualifying tests for first-class students. I think it's a welcome development. If actually they made that first class, they should defend it. Why are they complaining? And the test for the first-class students is important. From their English, I will want them to defend the results. How can a first-class student speak unuseful? It's shocking. Let them defend the results. Some of them sorted to pass, and the school knows that. School asking first-class students to write 45 minutes aptitude test. It's an indictment on the institution. Lecturers that graded them, what would be their punishment? That's what Stan is asking. Ignatius Adu University set exam for first-class students is not a good one because since year 3, the exam council was supposed to examine their results. Some people might maybe their CGPA, but the kind of exam or test might be out of their area of study. Oku Stanley from Port Harcourt. Emmanuel, if the school authority is in doubt about those that got first class, what about those that have F9? Should they also protest their failure as a mistake of those that mark their scripts? The school authority should get set to give all failed students a test because some of them may also pass their own test with good grades. At first, the lecturers should be held responsible for this mess in our institutions. First class has lost its value in Nigeria. Illegal sorting, bribery has taken over the exam grading formula of our institutions. It's a good move by the school, though, but lectures should be looked into and results submitted to exams and record for paper line crossing before they do their script marking. Miller Samuel from Emoha. Ifeanyi Chukwu, do you see the speed Governor Wike took to attend the BOT meeting, even when he is not expected to be there? And now this fire outbreak at Chinda, has the government visited the site? Everything about Wike's politics. So the local government chairman was there. He was there on that day. Text says 7 of 12 issues, 58% of the issues are with state governments. Have you solved your own 42 minority issues? But the doctor, Shah. So Ignatius Ajuru University is conducting tests for first-class graduates. Let us all assume most students failed the test. What then happens to the lecturers who gave the bogus or faulty grades to the students? It would also imply the school investigates every single allegation of students who claim they were given carryover or lower grades because they refused to sort or have sex with a lecturer. This is because if a grade is in a course can be clandestinely reviewed upwards, it must be able to be reviewed downward. So the university must be careful about the table they are shaking. This table you are shaking. Text says be careful. We go back to the phone line. Good morning.
Good morning. Mr. Kinsley calling from Ichie.
All right.
Enoh, first class call for a test in English University of Education is a record development. Do you know why? If you are a first class student in any university and they call for the interview, or you are looking for a job, and they call for a first class interview for the place of the job, is it anything wrong for you to go and defend yourself? Management know what they are doing, but they call them to come and write. So you can see some of them speaking teaching. So then, okay. Some of them say that one woman carry picking come for that. They make sure that we write the exam, which they did. So if the management is first class, fine. But at least they should spend their course. They should spend their first class. So nobody should say that the English is not a place where I can come to school and do whatever thing and go.
All right, but they were graded. Who graded them? 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. After 4 years, somebody signed off the results. Somebody issued a certificate. Ms. Oni from Port Harcourt, I applaud the move of Ajuru University. If you know the rot in the education sector, you know it's the right move. Many pay their way through school. Who are they paying to and who is collecting? Who are they paying to and who is collecting? And they do this plagiarism test thing they do. Set projects are reading for them. Only a few truly merit their scores these days. So why do we have an institution? That's what an institution is supposed to do, check and ensure. But what am I saying? Okay, the test to be conducted on the first class students is fine and cool. They should conduct the same on those who are 2 and third class too. Relevant Charles says they should have provided and publicly remarked their scripts from year 1 till date rather than such shameful post-graduation exam. First class students to rewrite exam that took 4 years process. Too bad. Lecturers should be tested too. Daniel from Rumosi. Final calls. I've got Mufasa. Let's do it in 30 seconds, please. Good morning.
Yeah, hi, Enoh. Good morning. You see, quickly, I want to say that the move by the Lagos State Master of Assembly is a very commendable one. I personally do not see why ex-governors should be collecting pension, whereas civil servants who have served diligently, meritoriously over 30 years, some of them have not been paid their pension. So I would also expect other states, to follow suit in this, direction. We want a situation whereby somebody served as governor for just 4 years. Some of them served for 4 years. Some of them are in the Senate. Some of them are ministers. They still collect pension. To me, it is not acceptable. So kudos to the Lagos State Master of Assembly. Thank you.
All right, AJ, good morning. You're calling from
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, Enoh. I think the Lagos State government did not try. The headline we had was that they want to cancel anything pension to ex-governor. How did they get to 50% again? Then one thing struck me about the PDP crisis and the BOT meeting. The BOT chairman keep emphasizing nobody should go to court. Take this same issue to APC, the court would have been flooded with all sorts of papers flying around. Why are we like this?
All right.
People should stop going to court and explore eternal mechanism.
Thank you. But what of when they don't have faith in those who would sit on that committee? We're Nigerian folk. Let's hear what the student said again.
If you say you don't trust us, we did not give ourselves the score.
My department brought our names 2 days ago. If I was to be in another state or maybe even out of the country, how would I have come back?
How are we going to defend a result in 30 minutes for a result that was accumulated over the years?
Why don't they verify those that are in second class that are supposed to come down to third class?
How about those persons that won't be able to meet up the score they want for today? What would they do about them?
We don't know the index
really reason a lot to answer them. I must say this. It's really working. I don't see a position where this particular exam we wrote to be used to determine a 4-year struggle of an individual.
Do you know that I went and read on year 1 of my profession? Do you know that what I saw there was something else? As I'm talking, I'm bleeding inside my heart. For my 5 years, 4 years was COVID-19. Some person did not even write. Computer science department, they uploaded their issue on Saturday, and the ones that came after class did not write. One woman just came with her baby. 2 minutes to the exam, they just gave her paper and she did not even write anything.
All right, the university has said they will respond. We'll bring that to you once we get that document. My name is Enoh Ogbevire. Thank you for joining the conversation. After the news at 8 o'clock, we talk agriculture. Rivers State Commissioner for Agriculture, Dr. Fred Parkle, joins me in the studio. Stay tuned.